Testing 1, 2. All right. I think that works. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2. Oh, there we go. I think it was an audio issue. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I don't know why there was an audio issue. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry about that audio issue. Glad to be joining you guys today. So sorry about that. I think we just 2 minutes behind. So the first question was, please let me know where you guys are from. What area you are in. Is it sunny? Is it cold? Is it nice? Is it warm? Is it hot? Let me know where you guys are from, where you're joining us today. Are you in South Africa? Are you in Kenya? Where are you from? Let's see. Shilet and Glory, thank you for joining us. All right, please let me know where you guys are from today. Lariska, SA, South Africa. Sunny and cool, Pretoria, Somerset West. I think Nick is joining us another week in a row. Thank you so much for joining us, Nick. Glad to have you. We still need to connect after this, Nick, so I'll contact you on LinkedIn. Aubrey, South Africa. Morena, Soweto, beautiful. Klerksdorp, Winnie. Joburg, sun and cool. Awesome, awesome. All right, today we'll be discussing Bianca Jacobs, Cape Town. Awesome to see people come in. Virginia Free State. Oh, I've never heard of that place. Wow. Johannesburg, Rosebank, Gauteng. Awesome. Today we'll be discussing how to use search engines to find jobs, how to utilize job search platforms effectively, and understanding job posts. So we want to bring awareness and help you discover how to find work opportunities online and help you understand what steps are needed in order to access these opportunities. So this session will introduce the world of work online, introduce what opportunities are out there and how best to access them to ensure your success when searching for jobs online. So it's a question to ask you. I know I've asked quite a bit already to start. I've asked you to wait for the sound to come right. I've asked you where you're from. Now I want to ask you, what role do you want in 5 years' time? What is your current role right now? And what is your expected, or what are you looking to, what job are you looking for in the next 5 years? Let me know. Ted Fraser, we can hear. Yeah, God said, let there be audio. Loud and clear. Awesome. What role do you expect in the next 5 years, or what roles do you want in the next 5 years? Job roles. Could be in the last week we spoke a lot about the tech space, the marketing space, technology, coding, computers. Yeah, so let me know what role you're looking to have in the next 5 years. Could be anything. Last week, a person wanted to be a facilities manager. Someone wanted to be a chef. It could be anything. Let me know down in the comments and we can move on. I don't see some answers just yet, but yeah, we can move on. I'm sure it'll trickle down as we go along. Awesome. Currently a makeup artist, Teiza rather, makeup artist, junior finance, unemployed at the moment. I hope that the session will take you through how to find a competent job for your field, sir. Executive assistant. Ted Fraser is currently in Fredo. Ted, we're on the third question already. Come on. Awesome. Executive assistant we've got over there. So that's some great answers. I hope we can help you on your journey today. Let's start by looking at the tools available to help us find jobs. So we need electrician. Awesome. So using search engines to find jobs. So how do you currently find or hear about jobs? How do you currently look, on the internet? How do you find jobs currently? Do you use social media? Do you hear from people close to you? Word of mouth? Is someone referring you? How do you currently find jobs or hear about jobs online at this time? So some of these examples could be newspapers, online job boards, like I said, recommendation from friends, adverts, apps. CTEs is very nice and active. Come on, guys, come on, let's get active. So let me know what or how do you currently find jobs online? Shomla Jason, book publisher, Karsten. Social media and word of mouth mostly, LinkedIn, Facebook, awesome. LinkedIn would be the preferred location, the first location. Thank you for joining us, Lorraine from Potchefstroom. She's studying public administration and politics. She'd like to know more about that. LinkedIn and word of mouth, Nick. Awesome. All right. So searching for jobs can be a very overwhelming experience. Taking the first steps is challenging. Searching for jobs using the internet, although it may be daunting, but as you get used to it, it becomes very, very easy. So in the session, we'll be helping you learn where to begin with that and how to find jobs on using internet and using the different platforms and different options that internet offers you at this time. So research findings suggest that 20% of the world's workforce change jobs each year. Over half use internet to look for employment. A global study by Boston Consulting Group and RecruitWorks Institute reports that 1/3 of these job changes rated internet job sites as the most effective for finding positions. So as you can see from these studies and these percentages tells us that using the internet and online job portals is the main traction you're going to use or traffic you're going to use to find jobs online, especially in a country like South Africa, especially in Africa as a whole as well. People need the internet. You're going to need the internet to find jobs and the next steps for you. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. LinkedIn, company's website, yes. The annoying part about the LinkedIn, finding the jobs on LinkedIn is when you apply on the LinkedIn and it takes you to the company job site as well. It's like, why didn't you just let us do that the first time? That's the only annoying part, but yeah. Online word of mouth, awesome. Awesome. So the BCG and RecruitWorks Institute surveyed more than 13,000 job seekers from 13 countries whose populations represent 59% of the world population, roughly 3 billion unemployed people in 2014, about their job and search experience. The countries represented in the survey were Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, South Africa, India, Italy, Japan, Russia, the UK, and the US. So that's where you're seeing the current stats from. Let's move into some more stats. So a report from LinkedIn Global Talent Trends of 2015 explains that 60% of people use to look for new jobs are online search platforms. 56% use social professional networks, and 50% are recruited through word of mouth. So there is a different disparity. Word of mouth seems to be the most effective because it's someone vouching for you. So the best way, if you don't have access to internet at this time, is to find someone who's in the current position you'd like to join and speak to them and say, is there any job posts available? Kind of plug me in where I can join, where I can get in. So this is a large percentage figure suggests that job searching platforms play a major part in the person's employment success. So job platforms, word of mouth, using professional networks are very important at this time, especially in 2022, even though these stats are from 7 years ago. Right. Let's move on to discovering jobs with search engines. So search engines like Google, the Google app or Google app, Go, or Chrome offer features to help you structure and filter through work opportunities. So these features include customizable job searches, allowing you to filter the job to best suit your profile, explore nearby listings, which allow you to identify accessible opportunities, and saving listings in case you'd like to apply later. So how I used the search as well when I was searching for a job is I'd go to digital marketing agency Cape Town, and then I'd find all of these companies around Cape Town. But what people fail to do on the search is to go deeper into the streets, the location, the area, which will find more jobs and more opportunities. So if you find yourself using maps and all of that, try to go deeper into the area you're looking for to find a bit more around those areas, because the maps only gives you the surface value of your search. It doesn't give you the full array of things that you can find or companies that you can find. So do go deeper when you are using maps, just a side note. So these functions are designed to help job seekers identify the best possible opportunity in an efficient way. So that's the Google app, Go, Chrome, or other search engines as well. So search engines identify and collect thousands, even more than thousands of job adverts across the world, meaning you can find opportunities you didn't know existed. You can look at jobs in other countries. You can find jobs in one place, making your search a lot quicker and easier. You can access a wealth of information about the company you're looking for, who are the hiring managers, what is the recruitment process, what are the similar jobs, tasks included, and skills required from that specific job. Google and other search engines do the hard work for you so you can find these jobs with ease. So don't worry about looking through newspapers anymore and looking at companies individually when the search engine collates everything for you and puts everything for you in place. So yes, I agree that using the search engine and other platforms definitely is the way to go and the way to start. Let me just see. I see Ted has a comment there. I don't use LinkedIn as much as I should. I know the benefits are high. Definitely start looking into LinkedIn, Ted. Thanks for the comment. Production manager, Aubrey. Awesome. And people are just still throwing in what are their desired careers in the next 5 years. So Aubrey says production manager. Awesome. So using key phrases when searching online. So key phrases enable you to find jobs more effectively when using a search engine. And some phrases to consider when looking for jobs is location, job title, industry or sector, the job roles and tasks. What are some more, do you guys think? So mine will always be location. So if I'm looking, for a job in Cape Town, I'd say digital marketer Cape Town. So I've got the job title, I've got the industry I'm looking for, I've got the role that I want to get to, and I've got the location. So I've got digital marketer Cape Town. How do you guys search if you do use Google, if, whatever search engine you use, how do you guys search for jobs at this time? Do you just write digital marketer and just, hope for the best? Or you just write some role and then you just hope for the best? The best way to do it would be to have the location, ensure that the job title is correct, make sure you have the industry or sector in there as well. And yeah, just make sure that you have all of those three components in place so that you don't find fluff. So fluff is just, random jobs, sales or this or that. It's not, collated to your industry. So just make sure when you are searching using search engines that you're very targeted. So you wouldn't just say, construction manager. You'd say construction manager Cape Town, construction manager Joburg, construction manager Soweto. Some of the nice areas that have been mentioned by our constituents and people in the comments. So add the location, make sure the job title is correct, and add the industry or sector as well. All right. I know we breezed through. We had some audio issues, but I want to know if you guys have any questions so far from what we've covered so far. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to answer your questions in the comments. Before we move on to utilizing job platforms effectively, please let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to leave it for just 1 minute. I want to see if you guys have any questions. Ask me anything about anything we've just covered so far. I'd love to answer your questions. Okay, don't see any coming in so far. All right. I think we'll move on to how to utilize job platforms effectively. But if you do have any questions so far, do let us know. All right, let's move on to, okay, I think Teddy has a question before we just move on. Do you think the success of these platforms differ from country to country? So that would be I'd say the only issue would be the connection issue in terms of internet and all of that. So someone would suffer if they don't have access to proper internet because they wouldn't be able to use the platforms, to their advantage, as opposed to someone who was in the first world and had quite a bit of access to the internet. So I just want to go over Ted's question quickly. He asked, do you think the success of these platforms differ from country to country, and do they differ from the first world to the third world countries? So as I just wanted to answer as well is that the only issue would be access to internet. So the only reason why someone in the first world would, have able to, get access to these platforms is because they have better access to internet and data and all of that, consider things as well. Whereas someone in the third world won't have as easy access to data or internet, or maybe data will be a bit too expensive for you to use to access these platforms. So that would be the only difference. So that's an excellent question from Ted. Please let me know if you guys have any more questions before we move on to the next section. Awesome, I think we can go so long. So let's see, how do you avoid bogus websites when using job search engine? So the issue with that is first try to get a notepad out, write down your top ones in South Africa that people use. So it's LinkedIn, Indeed.com, 24 jobs, 24 jobs, Glassdoor, and I think there's one more. So write down the top 5 job search engines, start using that, and then find articles that are credible. So if you Google articles, say, what are the top search in job search portals in South Africa? And it's a credible site. It's not a bogus, internet site that's, doesn't even got .com or .co.za at the end. It's a proper website. It will give you the different platforms that you can use, specifically, and that's with specific reference to South Africa. So yeah, first figure out and use the top 5 and Google as well. The top 5 in Google as platforms to search for jobs, and then look for an article that will give you the full array, of the different platforms that you can use. But the site must be credible. Thank you, K2 Metze, for your question. Andisa, how would you differentiate a job scam to a legit one? So it would be in the job description itself, the job title, the company. You'd have to do some research on the company as well. So if you say Anway Trading and it doesn't even have an office, then that's borderline scam. Or if they have work from home or whatever, you'd want to research it before. You want to find if they have a social media presence, if they have a website, if they're in Google My Business. There are different, factors or things you can use, you can look at to make sure that a job is credible. Yeah, beware if they ask for payment, especially. Yes, that's really important. Thanks, Irma. Some jobs will say, in order for us to process your CV, you need to pay 5,000 Rand, which is no, that's not, legit. That's a scam. All right, let's move on to the next section. So, what job search platforms do you currently use? I know we discussed it a bit further earlier. So it was LinkedIn, it was Google, Glassdoor, Indeed.com. I think Indeed.com is very, very prominent in South Africa. So that's definitely something you guys should look out, is Indeed.com, Glassdoor, LinkedIn. Google itself has a job platform that's very easy to use. So I think we have answered this question, so we just move on to the next section. So there are many job searching platforms online. These are some of the most popular platforms that we use today. Similar to search engine, these platforms offer various filter options such as location, industry, and job functions. So these are some of the job platforms I just want to show you around Africa. So let's start off with Jobs in Ghana. So Jobs in Ghana is one of the leading recruitment websites in Ghana, matching job seekers with jobs and employments, and employers with qualified candidates through the internet. Offers premium recruiting services for several companies, and thousands of job seekers use the platform. So Jobberman is a job platform in Nigeria. It's the main source of jobs in Nigeria. It offers vacancies are all around, different areas in Africa. Search and find your next career path from leading recruiters and employers. The website also contains articles on career advice from industry experts. It has job listings featured on the website, includes accounting, construction, healthcare. So as you go along, in your job search, you'll see that these platforms also offer advice, how to structure your CV, what employers look for, what is your salary type of thing. So that's also very important, is to ask for your salary, because sometimes these platforms don't include that, which can be a bit annoying. If you are maybe employed already and you're looking to improve yourself and they don't have a salary, and then you apply for that job and it's less, that's a bit of a schlep. So you'd want to check those things out. So platforms, so these are different characteristics that platforms will give you. So I just wanted to list the two that were prominent in Africa. Then we have LinkedIn, obviously, which is the most professional form of social media in terms of job searching. So it's used globally, functions similar to social media platforms like Facebook, connects with other professionals. You can post updates, share content, and instant message other users. Your profile will become your resume. So complete with work experience, accomplishments, recommendations, and referrals from colleagues. So as I said last week, I think I had a chat with Nick, who joined us last week as well. Your LinkedIn will become, the way your LinkedIn profile is structured will become your CV as well. So you need to structure your LinkedIn properly. You need to ensure that your jobs are up to date on LinkedIn. Your current education is up to date on LinkedIn. You have the right certifications that your prospective employer is looking for, and you have some recommendations as well. So ensure that your LinkedIn profile is always up to date when searching for jobs. You don't want to apply for a job that doesn't say, now you want to apply for it as an electrician, and you're working as an electrician now at a company, but you don't have that listed on your LinkedIn. So where prospective, HR departments look at your LinkedIn and then they see, well, you don't have the experience that you said in your CV, they'll think that you're lying. So make sure that all of your information is up to date on your LinkedIn, and that same information is translated into your CV. In fact, LinkedIn has a functionality where you can use your platform as your CV. So you could say, I want to make my profile as a CV. You download it, and boom, you've got a CV that you can send out to people. So yeah, please make sure that your LinkedIn is always up to date with your latest jobs, latest certificates, all of that. Awesome. So there are many job searching platforms. These are some of the more popular platforms that we use today. Similar to search engines, these platforms offer various filter options. Fuzu is in Kenya. CareerJet is also another thing in South Africa, specific to South Africa, and Indeed.com, which is also obviously worldwide. Just want to give you some more examples. So more than often, online job platforms will ask you to create an account. You'll be asked to enter your details, such as your email address, your name, or your physical address. You can opt to get emails related to your job opportunities. Like I remember I had on my LinkedIn, I had search alerts for digital marketing or analyst or one of those that will go straight to your email address. So you'll be able to see the new jobs that come in as you going through your week. You'll be able to, they'll notify you, this job is just open in Cape Town. Do you want to have a look? Or yeah, this is what these platforms can help you with. So it may be worth creating a separate email just for your job search. So if your name was, Jason at your company's email, you'd say Jason at jobs. You create that just for your jobs. And it's something that you can log into at the end of the day and say, oh, this is nice. This reflects me. I'd like to apply to this. I'd like to add my CV to this. So this way you create separation and you're able to prioritize the emails that come in specifically for jobs that you're looking for. So it's a help you taper down and put all the jobs you're looking for into one place, and boom, you can just apply straight away if it's related to your CV, related to you. So ensure that you pick a platform which you feel comfortable using and has the relevant platforms and opportunities for you. That way you can avoid creating various accounts on all the platforms. You don't want to go crazy with it. You want to stick to the top 5. Like I said, it's either LinkedIn, Indeed, using Google, CareerJet, we just saw Glassdoor, the top 5 that you can use in South Africa. If you start going, all the way around, it becomes a lot, to deal with, especially if you're just starting out, especially if you're a student just starting out, that can be a bit overwhelming as well. Right, let's move on to the next section. So most job search platforms have a similar process to creating a work search account. So you find the sign up through the job post you've identified or through the platform landing page. Job sites will ask for personal information to create an account. This includes email, name, contact details, and a password to protect your account. You'll then be asked to include your experience qualifications, work history, availability. Once you've done all of the above, you can create an account and then you can opt in to receive notifications from the job search platforms. So filling your experience, as I said, is detriment. It's very, very important that you have the current experience, a current, job, your current job status is available on your CV or on these platforms. You don't want to miss opportunities. Qualification experience helps strengthen your candidate profile. So always ensure that you add that, your qualifications especially. Even if it's a small one, even if it's just you know, you did a 10-hour course in IT or you did a 5-hour course in coding. That's very important. If you're applying for a coding job, why would you not want to add that qualification? Even if it's just a 5-10 hour, you did a 1-day course, whatever. Even this course today, job searching online, or the upcoming courses we have where we'll teach you how to create a digital marketing plan and make Google My Business work for you. You can even use that and add that to your qualification, or just say, I did a quick 1-hour session on how to improve how to improve and create a digital marketing plan. It's related. If you're looking to get in the digital marketing industry, it's very much related to your CV and to your potential employers, because I'd like to see activity. It's called activity. It's called job activity when you do qualifications and you try to improve yourself as you go along. So don't be deterred. Even if you did 1 hour, 5-hour, 1-day course, add it. Make sure it's there. All right. You can opt out or opt in to receive notifications from the job search platforms and new relevant search opportunities to help you discover roles that fit your candidate profile. Most of these job search platforms offer this function. Just want to make sure you guys see exactly, what the type of functionality is. So you'll have the sign up for job alerts there, and you'll be able to get notified into your email box. So yeah, see if you guys can see the image as well. I see Ted has asked another question. Is it worth doing additional research into these top 5 platforms depending on the scope of the job you're seeking? Yes. So you always start off with, 5. Most of it you'll find on Google. If you type in digital marketing trainer or digital marketing intern, you'll find most of it from Google, and then it will filter out. But the main platforms you're going to use LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, Job Alerts, Job24, any of those 5. Yeah, you'll find those jobs are mostly listed on those 5 platforms. All right, let's move on from the question Ted asked. So you open Google search, type in a keyword like jobs near me, put in some keywords you're familiar with the role, type of role you're looking for, sales jobs near me, marketing jobs near me, agriculture jobs near me. You save the posting and you opt in. You can set alerts on Google. This is called using Google Alerts as well. So Google Alerts is like, you type in Google/alerts, and you say, I want to know about jobs in this sector. And it'll save that search and send you all of the information straight to your email. So I've got an alert now for digital marketing. So I can see what is the latest information, or what are the latest articles written about digital marketing, because I like to follow the industry and like to see what's going on. So you can set up alerts as well. It'll come straight to your email address. So think of search engines as a gateway to finding a new job opportunity. Finding work opportunities are easy, but not all the roles that you find will suit you. So there are many factors like location, job function, and pay that might affect your decision. So just take that into account as well. So most job sites offer filters, features such as salary, location, type of job. So let's look at CareerJet. So CareerJet is another broadly used job search platform in South Africa. It maps the vast selection of job offerings available, in one place. So look at CareerJet as well. I've added it to the top 5. So maybe Irma, you can help us write down the top 5. Okay. See, Aubrey's also asked the question on production industries. Yes, Aubrey. Yes, I'm giving you all the permission you might need. Yes, add all of those certificates to your platform, please. Please do it. Awesome. So it's going to close it for CareerJet. So CareerJet uses smart agents running on a cluster of network computers that scan the web and identify different job listings on the internet. I see. It was just asked Aubrey. I answered Aubrey's questions. Definitely a good idea. So how to authenticate job posts. This is how to find scams. So check for credible online presence. The post should have an online presence, and this can be a company posting, a website, or social media. So like I said, the company must have a social media presence. If it doesn't, or must have social media or Google My Business or a credible phone number. It needs to be have one of those three at least. So you can also verify the company by looking at its location on Google Maps. If possible, also check job forums and reference other candidates who have applied in the same company in the past. If the job is fake, you'll have wasted your time traveling to the jobs and interviews. So make sure that when you are in your authentication process, make sure you authenticate it properly. I remember when I was in my job search, I made the mistake of finding a job that it just said sales manager. And I think it was in Ottery, and I live all the way in Bloberg. I did not know how to get there. I did not know what to do, but I eventually got there, and it says, no, it's a commission sales. You only get paid if you do this. And I went all the way. I traveled almost 2 hours to a job that I didn't want, that I didn't read properly. I didn't read the descriptions properly, but I still decided to go, and I wasted my time going. So make sure in your authentication process, make sure that you look at the job properly. You look at the job description. What are the tasks? Where's the job? What is the pay? So make sure you read everything properly, because you do not want to waste your time. As we said in the stat, youth in South Africa use almost 1,300 rand a month looking for new jobs, and that is all attributed to travel. So people waste their money, when they don't authenticate and search properly for jobs and look at all of the details properly. You waste money. So make sure that in your authentication process, you look out for these factors. All right. How to filter and identify a job opportunity. You can identify one career opportunity using Google search engine. You can identify the job description, and you can list how to apply for the job as well. All right, let's answer some questions. All right, again to Aubrey's question on the certificates. She says she has 10 in the production industry. I don't think she's added it to her LinkedIn yet. And we don't even know if that's affected, the jobs that she's applied for. So let's see. I'll also try to be in contact with Aubrey and see if she's gotten a job after she's added all of the certificates, because it's really important to add those. It's really, really important. So Aubrey, please do make contact with me, after you've done your job search, and let me know if adding the certificates, have produced your desired result. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty determined that it will definitely help you find the job you're looking for. Awesome. Does anyone have any questions before we move on to the last section, where we'll be discussing and trying to understand what and how to interpret job posts? Please let me know if you guys have any questions. Awesome. No questions so far. Right, we'll move on to the last sections, where we be discussing job posts and how to understand them. Just looking out for a few questions. Like, everyone's good. All right. So not all jobs are appropriate for you. You need to read through job postings and refine your search and jobs that are most appropriate to your skill and experience. Identify traits and identify the necessary requirements. So not all jobs are appropriate. Looking at the job description gives you a good insight into what responsibilities you'll have in a certain role. You can even reach out to the HR department, or reach out to someone via LinkedIn who's part of the recruitment, and ask about a specific job and say, hey, I applied for this job. Can you maybe help me with, what are the specific roles and what specifically you're looking for? And that'll help you get a good idea on what the actual company you're applying to is looking for. If you're not suitable, if you don't have the relevant skills, you'll unlikely not be selected to interview. So you'll get your hopes up applying for something, knowing that you don't have the right skills, and you'll still be disappointed when they reject you. So look at the job, look at the description, make sure your skills match, in order to give you that feeling that, you know, I have an opportunity here, or, you know, I might get this, or I might, you know, be successful in this job search or applying for this job. So make sure you have the right and relevant skills. And if you don't, you can look at the job and say, oh, I need to do this. I need to do a short course in this. I need to apply and do this. So you can screenshot that job description and say, in the next 3 months, I will focus on getting my skills up, you know, in this section. So if it's becoming, you know, I recently saw, you know, something along the lines of marketing analyst, and I saw, okay, you need to learn how to do SQL, you need to learn how to do a bit of IT, you need to learn, and I said, I'll screenshot this and say, okay, in the next 4 or 5 months, I'll improve my skills in this different departments, and then I'll try and apply for this job. And that's how you become, you know, more relevant or more applicable to the jobs that you're applying for. So I just see this question: recruitment people on LinkedIn hardly reply, nor they do give feedback on rejected applicants. If the being rejected is, you know, a bit harsh, but it's probably because you did not fit all the criteria. So some jobs will say you need a degree or you need, you know, this necessary skills. Probably faulted in one of those departments, and I know they're very ruthless. You know, recruiters, once they see something wrong, they just throw away, or they delete, or they throw away, they delete. So they are very, very ruthless when it comes to deciding on who to choose for interviews. So sometimes you need to be specific to a T in terms of skills requirements and you know, the actual description of the job. You need to make sure you match it completely. And LinkedIn also has that you know, functionality that says you can, it's an easy apply functionality, and it'll also tell you if your profile matches the job. So LinkedIn, I know, has that functionality, so you can also look through that. But like I said, your dream job, everyone has said what their dream jobs in the next 5 years are. Go to that dream job, screenshot what they're looking for. It's going to change in the next 5 years, so you're probably going to want to do another screenshot, you know, in the next, you know, 2 or 3. But screenshot those traits and the skills that they're looking for, and work your way towards that. Improve your skills towards, you know, being able to apply for that job in the next year or in the next 6 months. You know, improve your skills so much that you say, I can fit this job role, and they will accept me. You know what I mean? Obviously, getting a degree, you'll be able to get a degree in 6 months, but working your way towards that will definitely give you better satisfaction when you get the job eventually. But yeah, those are just tips that I wanted to give you. So moving on, so job descriptions often reference a combination of skills and strengths. So these are measurable skills, hard skills, soft skills, you know, reaching on from last week. So make sure you read the descriptions and make sure you're applying for a role that suits you. Being in a role that is out of your experience or passion could result in making you feel unfulfilled. And that's definitely not a place you'd like to be when you're unfulfilled in a job. And, you know, you come to work every day and this is not what I want to do, and this is not my passion. Then, you know, you're cheating yourself. And you're cheating someone that would like to be in that job, who is its passion. So make sure you really want to do the job and you're really passionate about that as well, and you have the relevant skills. All right. So draw from keywords identified from previous slide and run through persona traits would be suitable for the job. So here's an example of someone who'd be suitable to the job in the description. So he wants to be a sales associate. Let's look at his qualifications. So he has an H&D in marketing. He has 2 years of sales experience. He's fluent in 2 languages. He has administrative skills. He has technological skills, and he has strong skills, which is communication, networking, and relationship management, or negotiation rather, and relationship management. So as you can see from his skills right there, his skills definitely is applicable to the job that he's applying for, and he will, you know, 7 times out of 10, you know, proceed to the next round of interviews because his skills and traits match the job. It matches what they're looking for. Awesome. So according to a statistics study in 2019, 52% of global internet traffic comes from mobile search engines. We're using mobile now more than ever to browse internet. So let's talk about managing data and your mobile storage, because going online means using data. Google is a great way to conduct your mobile searches when you're looking for jobs. It's fast and easy. Everything you need is in one app. You've got the Drive, downloads, YouTube, and social media. Optimized to save up to 40% of data. You can easily switch between languages as well when searching. And it's also a great tool to help you overcome, any technological issues you find when looking for jobs online. So definitely use Google if you're using mobile. If you don't have a laptop just as yet, you can use Google on by your mobile. So let's go through some sample screens. Then the functionalities of Google Go, which is also software by Google. You see that the home screen has easy tappable icons to discover different features. You've got the image and GIF, which is easily tappable categories, and you have the text as well. You can access, favorite apps and sites. You can switch to different languages, and you've got voice searches in different languages in Africa. So yeah, have a look at Google Go as well when looking for jobs. Google Go. Awesome. I just want to stop for the last few questions. I see. Thanks, Teiza. I did answer your question. Anyone else have any questions so far before we end off the session? Was it a question you'd wanted to ask at the start that you maybe forgot, now you remember? Or, yeah, let me know. Awesome. I'm just going to give 2 minutes for questions, but yeah, I think everyone's still good. All right, Pride Moyo, is it wise or pointless to apply for jobs that require a degree when you have a diploma or advanced postgraduate diploma? Take into account you have the relevant skills and job experiences. So that's a very tough one because it differs from company to company. I've seen places that look for a business analyst and say you must have a degree and at least 3 years of experience. And then I've seen some people apply with a diploma that they did for 6 months and get into the job. So it varies from company to company. So it's a very, very sticky. I can't give you a direct answer to that because it's very different from company to company. Where I'm at, I didn't require a degree, but I do have a diploma. So it's a very, very sticky one to answer. If you have the relevant skills and job experience, I would highly suggest that you do apply. In America, just the stat, in America, they say that if you have 10 years experience within a job, that counts as a degree. So yeah, go for it. Definitely go for it, Pride. Definitely. Thank you, Pride, for that question. Anybody else have any questions so far? I would say that a degree is important, but in this day and age, yeah, skill set and level of skill may be more important. Yeah. Thanks, Ted, for that as well. It definitely differs from company to company. Some companies would say, we want a degree, or we want this. Ted's asking if he's correct. It differs from company to company. Definitely. If you're looking at a company like Discovery or Nedbank or all of that, definitely requires a degree because it's a professional institute, and it's a banking and all of that. So they may require someone who's reached a different level of education than someone else. Definitely require a degree. But in some companies, yeah, in some companies it's definitely go for it, try, definitely. See, Irma has also answered. It is worth applying if you meet 80% of the requirements. Yeah, if a human being will review and not an automated tool. Yeah, that's the annoying part now is a lot of these HR is, well, not annoying really, but a lot of these HR is becoming automated to help the companies sort through applicants easy. So that's probably why you don't get the response from the HR departments or, feedback. It's because they're probably using HR tools, and other softwares. Okay. How would you advise someone seeking out experience in the field of digital marketing? As our boss Dylan likes to say, or loves to say, is that marketing is a career for the careerless. So anybody who's looking to enter the digital marketing space, I would definitely say start off by doing some free courses. You can follow us online. We have some free courses that I can send you a link to. Definitely look out for the Digital Marketing Academy. we can definitely, you can even contact me, or drop your email in the comments, and we can connect. But if you're looking to get in the digital marketing space, look for small companies. Um, please emphasize. Okay, look for small companies that might need digital marketing services, and say, hi there, I'm starting out. Let me have a look at your social media. I can do it for this rate. And that way you learn, you get some experience, at a smaller scale before you move on to, something heavier, or something, within a corporate field, or, you're able to get employed by a different company. I see Irma's also dropped some fire tips as well. Grow your own brand and your own business as if it was a client. Yeah, to gain experience. Awesome. Thanks, Irma, for that answer. Emphasize on the ATS system. Sure, the ATS system. In tracking software. I think that's a HR software. I think that's a HR software. Kabela, we might need to connect after the meeting. Yeah, Kabela, we might need to connect after the meeting. I know ATS is a HR software. All right, let's just move on towards the end. So what are your next steps? Today's session is just the beginning. What's one thing you will do or change in the following session, and what will you implement first? Please please throw some comments in there. Let us know. What's one thing you'll do today that you've learned from this session? I'd love to know. There's a free bootcamp available. I think if you can just throw in that the link to Google Hustle Academy, which is an event held by Google where we take through small business owners and individuals that would like to learn more about digital marketing and improve their services. And then we've also got an opportunity to find us on social media, see our next updates. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we've also got links to share in the comments if you'd like to get to us directly and to find out more information. All right, thank you guys for joining us so much. We almost went the full hour, but I do thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope that I taught you, at least some necessary skill that you might need. I know I banged on about improving your CV, improving your LinkedIn accounts, making sure everything is up to date, adding the certifications, please. Adding the certifications on your account and on your LinkedIn profiles to enhance your credibility, especially if humans are doing your HR or looking at your experience and what you've done so far. Please do make sure your LinkedIn is up to date, because that's where they will go. And they will also use references as well. So make sure your LinkedIn's up to date. Make sure your CV is up to date with your necessary certificates and everything you've done so far. Thank you so much, Aubrey, Shalette, Morena. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name. Nomata Musaka. Almost butchered it. Okay, Temetse, thank you for joining us. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Please join us next week in our next session. I will communicate. If I've got your email, I will communicate with you the next session. Please do join us next week, same time. And yeah, we'd love to have you next week as well. Thank you guys so much. Cheers. Bye-bye.